Hello.
What
Welcome. Welcome to episode 125 of the Binge Boys Pod. We're here with Zach and Pearson, of course.
Yo, what's up, world?
got
All right,
a
let's do this.
got a good pod today. We've got a lot of news. Got some pretty cool DC stuff being teased. Got some weird nooses being found in NASCAR driver's garage.
Yeah.
There was an Apple event today. I'm going to quickly recap. We're going to review some albums and some music for once in a while. And we're going to talk about You Should Have Left, the Blumhouse, the new installment from the Blumhouse production company. They just keep pumping them out.
They really do.
But before that, we'll have Benji drop the beat and we'll get right into it. It didn't pick up that well last time we did this. The intro did not pick up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that fade out. Look at that. We wouldn't be lying if we said that Pearson was live streaming a NASCAR race right now.
Eight laps, baby.
What up, everybody?
Everyone's a NASCAR fan now. Okay, don't even act like there's not a bunch of new fans of NASCAR.
I'm not 100% sure if that's true.
Fuck you guys.
However, you know what I know is true? That we've got a good pod today. But before we get into that pod, follow us on Instagram. That's the one call to action I have today. This episode. Follow us and the pod on Instagram.
Do it.
At Binge Boys Pod. Zach McConnell, P Killer 56, and Logan Lewis 96. Remember the days where we
just
tried
tell
to
anybody what Zach's
it was the good old days before our vacation got canceled.
Yeah, it was a nice running joke
for a
It was.
while.
And if you even just looked at who the podcast was following or who any of us were following, you could have easily found it.
It was literally 2 minutes. You would know.
Yeah, no, not much effort at all.
No,
but
it's not because I didn't want people to follow me. It's
just
I
for
feel
a
like at
bit.
first-
It was
like
just
at
a bit.
First, you didn't want people. To
I think
follow
at first you were like, I think I asked you to plug yourself, and you're like, nope. But were you like joking?
I was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't care.
He didn't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't post anything on Instagram anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, follow us on Instagram. Check us out. That's where we post the announcements and jokes and all that fun stuff. There's a lot of quickies to dive in today, so let's dive right into it. This is breaking news. This happened just about an hour ago. It was talked about, or maybe more than an hour ago, but Michael Keaton is in talks to reprise his
That's
role
crazy.
as Batman.
that is legit crazy.
Yeah.
That changes the whole complexity of that universe now, and what this Batman movie is gonna be about. You know?
Yeah, it's almost like they're falling back to Robert Pattinson for maybe like an origin trilogy.
Yeah, like young Batman.
But like for when they do movies with like Wonder Woman and Aquaman and Shazam,
It'll
like
be
they'll
Keaton.
have an old man Batman, and
It's
that'll be
weird.
Keaton.
So
what if they do it like flashbacks?
Oh.
Like Keaton is the present day Batman.
Oh.
Flashback and Pattinson is like the young.
that's what. Yeah, I think that is what they're gonna do. Because remember they were saying that it's speculated that the Robert Pattinson Batman is based like in the 80s or something like that.
Like around same time as Joker was set.
Yeah.
Around that era.
So
What if it's not that? What if it's like a Batman Beyond situation where Michael Keaton's just like the really old Bruce Wayne and this young kid that's played by Robert Pattinson
yeah,
is like taking up the mantle?
they say they could have just rewrote the narrative to where it's like that, where he's not Bruce Wayne, maybe Pattinson's not Bruce Wayne, and he's just some other guy that the torch was passed to.
Okay, so it says here that the rumor or sources tell the Hollywood Reporter that the role is envisioned for a veteran actor to play the role of Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury, but for the DC universe as kind of a mentor or a guide or a string puller.
So I guess it might be like that, yeah.
Yeah, how about that?
So just kind of like they did in, what was it, Batman Forever
Yeah,
with George Clooney?
I think so.
And then they had Robin and Batgirl.
Mm-hmm. Here's an interesting development with this article this article from the Hollywood Reporter says Matt Reeves' The Batman stars Robert Pattinson as the title role, but it's currently being looked at as separate from the other DC movies.
Why do they do this shit?
But the Flash project that's looking at casting Michael Keaton as the old man Batman is interwoven with the current DC movies.
This is why everyone likes Marvel more.
Exactly.
They-
Why do
they-
they make it so damn
They
complicated?
take a timeline and they stick with it. They don't.
There's like, no, now he's not. Now he's
See,
not.
and everyone's movies and Marvel like interlock with each other.
Exactly.
Where DC, they're like, oh no, this character does go with the Justice League in that timeline, but the new one doesn't.
It's almost like you have to look at a family tree
You really
that
do.
shows like each character and which movies they're all connected to.
I just don't get it. It's like really like up until this moment, our conversation we're having, it's like, wow, it sounds like they're actually interweaving things. This actually could end up as a really cool, interesting
Yeah.
timeline. And it's like, never mind. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna throw another wrench into it.
So what if Keaton plays like Batman? Like
Like legit just Batman.
he's straight up Batman, but an old man Batman.
What
This-
a slap in the face to Pattinson.
Kind of, yeah.
That really is a slap in the face. Like, I get the Joker movie. It had nothing to do. It was nothing to do with. I get that, but like the Batman, like up until this point, everyone's been like, "Oh yeah, this is like he's the new Batman. He's the new Batman."
Oh, so this article continues on saying that the story in this Flash movie is said to involve not only time travel, but interdimensional travel, which raises the idea of the Keaton development that you can cross over from one universe to another universe.
I don't like that either.
Yeah. See,
Now it's like Enter the Spider-Verse
it's that, and it's like Endgame, but Endgame made it like believable
and cool.
and easy to understand. Like they had that whole scene where they were talking about like Back to the Future and
They
shit.
also did it at the very climax of a phase.
Yeah,
Not at the very
not at the
beginning.
very beginning of one.
Like they
Yeah.
didn't they got everyone in and then they explained it really well. They didn't just come off the rip like time travel and
Yeah.
shit.
This sounds like it's gonna be too much like the Flash TV show.
Yeah.
Where they travel between dimensions and stuff
Mm-hmm.
and have like different versions of the Flash.
I used to watch that show, man, but then it just got like too much. They kept introducing
heard.
like there's the Reverse Flash, which I know is like the villain, but
think
like then
Caitlin
there's
liked
like
that
then
shit.
there's Boy Flash and Girl Flash and Black Flash, and it's like
I think Caitlin used to like that show.
I used to too when it first launched, when it
One of
stemmed
those.
off
She
from
liked one
Arrow.
of those. It might have
I
been
think
that
I
or
watched like 3 seasons of it.
he's
Yeah.
a pretty good Flash.
Yeah, he is a good
I
Flash.
like his character.
Yeah.
I was pretty upset when they didn't cast him to be in the movies, but I get why they don't want the TV and the.
Confusion, yeah.
But
I
again,
don't know,
like,
apparently they like
why
confusion.
not use the kid that's successful in the TV show when they went and casted Ezra Miller, which
Yeah.
is just he's just a subpar actor.
Yeah.
And I don't like how they did his character either.
No,
Like the suit looked stupid.
Yeah.
His character was stupid.
they made it look like robot-y, and it was like that's not the Flash. I don't know. So we'll see how this story develops. It'd be pretty cool to see Keaton back in the Bat uniform
It would
again.
be. I like Michael Keaton as a Batman.
Yeah, he was a good Batman.
I just
They just need to give him a suit where he doesn't like have to be like to turn his head.
give him a spine. Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see how the timeline they go for, because I don't know, I thought it would have been cool if
Yeah.
they made him like the old Batman, blah blah blah, like an old version of Robert Pattinson, or even being like I don't know. It kind of makes me mad that they're not going to include Robert Pattinson, possibly. Speculation. I feel like it's a slap in the face for sure, because I know Matt Reeves is fucking working his ass off
Unless
on
it was
this movie.
pitched to him as like, listen, this is a 3-movie deal and you're done. And Pattinson was like, cool.
Maybe, I don't know.
But I don't know. Pattinson's so young, they could have signed him on to be
Exactly,
Batman
like,
forever.
It really they could have franchise tagged him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And they still could use him when they do movies that are set back in that time period. But,
still,
like-
they could have really built something up like they did with Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
They could have actually done something cool
Yeah.
with it.
It's an actor that people like, but not the whole world. Like Robert Downey Jr. was not a shitty actor, but like a shitty person back before he
Yeah.
was cast in Iron Man.
He had just gotten out of rehab.
Yeah,
it
like he was a
it
drug
really was his
addict.
comeback.
Yeah, and Iron Man was a comeback. People-
Hated it.
People only know Robert Pattinson from Twilight, and he's this actor that's just like laughed at, and he could have like turned everything around with being a dope Batman. But if they only signed him on to do a movie or two,
It's a waste at that
So are
point.
y'all saying that like he's out of it?
It's speculated.
It's speculated that he is almost like, I don't want to say almost like the Joker, but like he's in his own.
Yeah,
It's like the Christopher Nolan movies.
It's a one-off
where he's just like Batman for 3 movies, then he's done, and it's
Yeah.
not connected to anything.
I hate that they're doing that shit. Just fucking connect it all. Like Marvel's connected. Why aren't you connected? Why are you doing these things? It'll just confuse people, make people not like the franchise even more.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it develops. I'm curious. It'd be pretty awesome to see Michael Keaton back, but we'll have to see how they do it. If they do it poorly, then it could look bad at Keaton's. It could ruin Keaton's Batman movie.
That's true.
Movies.
He is. I love his Batman movies.
Yeah, he has great. He was the OG.
That was from last year. But that's why I was saying in a group message that the Joker might not even be in the Robert Pattinson based on the timeline if they did that, because I was confused when I first read the headline. I thought they were also going to take Keaton's Batmans and make them canon. That's why I said that.
Oh, well, yeah.
So I was like, well, because
Jack
Keaton,
Nicholson was already the Joker.
Then I was like, that's why I said that. And then I read the article more, and I was like, oh wait, never mind. I was in the car when I read it.
The title was really confusing.
It was. I thought they were making like the Batman movie like canon. So I was like, okay, that means that the Robert Pattinson's gonna be like a real origin.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. But then what they could do if they could separate Robert Pattinson's movies, they can make maybe the conclusion of his trilogy, like him go up against Joaquin Phoenix.
Exactly.
Joaquin Phoenix might be a little bit older of a Joker, but that's fine.
Exactly.
The Joker how old do you think, like, if you were to guess, like, how old do you think the Joker was in The Dark Knight?
In The Dark Knight?
30?
Yeah, 30s.
35, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. Because the way he walked around,
he's an older guy, but not like old.
In the 20s. He was about 35 to 40.
How about Jack Nicholson's? 40s, I'm thinking.
Yeah, 40s. Yeah.
What about Jared Leto's?
Young. He was like
late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
And then Joaquin's, he's like 30 or 40 almost.
Yeah.
He's an older Joker.
Yeah, I would say he might. He's probably late 30s in that.
Yeah, he might be. Yeah. He has so much wrinkles, though.
Exactly.
He's an older boy.
Yeah, but he smoked and stuff.
Yeah.
He smoked, and I mean, his life. He aged quickly.
Sometimes I do that little dance he does, with his ribs like sticking out, like in front of the mirror. Except you can't see my ribs anymore. It's covered up by a layer of fat.
We need an IG exclusive of that.
Of me just like holding a paper gun, just like. All right, NASCAR. This hit the headlines today too. There's a noose in Bubba Watson's garage.
Wallace.
Sorry, who's Bubba Watson?
Bubba Watson's a golfer.
Okay. For some reason, I'm thinking of Bubba Watson.
No, yeah,
Bubba Wallace.
Yeah. So it was yesterday. It was found.
Oh, okay.
Found yesterday. So there was a noose in his garage area, and there were races. It's actually racing currently. It was supposed to be yesterday, and it got rained out. But first event was there was a Confederate flag flown over the track.
Oh,
like a giant Confederate flag.
Did you see the banner?
It said "Defund NASCAR" on it. Yeah, and then a noose was found in his garage, and NASCAR. I mean, they released a public statement, obviously, and I mean they worded it well. They haven't said who it is. I originally said it was probably a fan, but then Zach brought up a good point that there's not many fans. There's only military personnel that's allowed at the race right now. So
due to the coronavirus,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they have an even more limited amount of people that are allowed to be there too.
Exactly,
including staff members. So it's only going to be your team, all the drivers, the people who work for Talladega, and the people who work for NASCAR.
Yeah, which I really could have been someone that worked for the racetrack. Now I'm thinking about it, being in Alabama.
Oh yeah.
Actually, that's probably what it is. It's probably someone that was working at the track.
And they have cameras all over that place.
They're gonna find it out.
So, and the FBI has gotten involved too.
Really?
Yeah.
This person's fucked.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
this is a hate crime.
It can be domestic terrorism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just be throwing nooses in garages.
Yeah, it's a.
I mean, it's especially in society today with everything going on.
Yeah.
Like, that wouldn't have been okay if all of this hadn't happened.
Wow.
But now that it is happening.
Now that it is happening.
What a crazy finish. Sorry.
Has escalated even more.
Exactly.
Can't be throwing nooses in garages.
I mean, I was listening to sports radio today, and they brought up a good point. They said to a white guy, if somebody put a noose in your garage, you'd say, "Damn, like that's like this person really hates me."
Yeah. But as a black guy, it's like I'm afraid for my life.
Right.
Yeah, that's
It's like a death threat.
That's heinous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As a black guy, that's what they said. They said they would consider that a death threat.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And like that really put it in perspective for me because I didn't think about it that way.
No, I wouldn't have thought about it either.
To look at it from that point of view, I'd be like, damn, yeah, that is.
It's pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
Like I'm calling 911 immediately. I'm not just like, very funny guys.
Well,
Yeah,
You guys
it's not a joke at all.
Suck.
Yeah.
You guys suck too.
And the only reason they did this was because NASCAR said they can't have the Confederate flag.
Oh yeah.
Oh
exactly.
yeah, it's definitely in response to that.
Like I still don't know why NASCAR hadn't banned that before now.
It's because NASCAR is very behind in times.
But still,
I mean, yeah,
it's 2020. The Civil War was
200 years ago. Yeah.
I mean, southern states. I mean, it's a southern sport. That's
No,
why.
I know.
Yeah, it's a
I know.
southern sport. Yeah.
That's what I was telling Lindsay the other day too when NASCAR announced that. I said, "You realize Georgia didn't change their state flag?"
Mississippi still doesn't change.
Yeah, we were talking about that with Turner the other day. Mississippi's flag is just racist as can be.
Yeah, Georgia finally changed their flag in like I think the early 2000s.
What was it before?
Like half of the flag was the
the
Confederate
stars and
flag.
bars.
Oh,
and
shit,
then
that's
they-
right.
and then they
Yeah,
changed
yeah,
it
yeah.
to did that blue symbol with just stripes with stars around. The
Oh,
Like
okay.
Mississippi's state flag is like, I'm pretty sure the same flag it was in the Confederacy.
Probably.
It has the stars and bars in the top right corner, left corner,
Mississippi.
and then stripes.
It's crazy. You can't be throwing nooses in people's garages.
But I will like transition to a little bit of lighter note on that. How the drivers how the drivers and all the teams responded to that was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that what they did today, I just got goosebumps
Yeah.
thinking about when I watched it. I had goosebumps. So for you guys that don't know, that don't follow, what they did. So beginning of a race, they have all the drivers in their starting grid on the pit road, and what they did. It's when they do the national anthem and everything. And so what they did today is they had Bubba Wallace get in his car and he pulled out because he was starting mid-pack or whatever. He had them pull out and he drove his car slowly down pit road. And every team for NASCAR, well, he didn't drive actually, sorry. Every team from NASCAR got behind his car and they pushed his car. They walked his car down pit road
Oh, that's awesome.
in a moment of silence. And they showed a video. He was in tears. He was.
You think you knew it was going to happen?
I don't know if he did or not, but he was overcome by emotion. And
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine because I can't.
Once
But
they came to a stop, he kind of sat on like his window.
yeah. He sat on his window and just cried.
He
Yeah.
sat on his window opening, put his head down, started crying, and Richard Petty actually showed up
Yeah.
to Talladega, and he like went and like
Yeah.
put his
Well, that's-
arm around him.
He races
Aw.
for Richard
Well,
Petty.
yeah, I know
Yeah,
he's
that's
on
his driver.
Oh, that's awesome.
Richard Petty, that's his team, and Bubba Wallace like races for him. And
Yeah.
the owner of the team came up and like put his arm around him and was like
Yeah.
consoling him and everything. So
Yeah, it's cool. I mean,
it was a really cool image. It was really cool to see that.
Yeah.
It's a really good moment for sports.
it really was like it like today was for sure a turning point in NASCAR.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it really the amount of people. So I've been a NASCAR fan my entire life. I've grown up watching NASCAR, and I've always been the only person that ever watches NASCAR. If anyone I talk to, just ask any of my friends. And to get on Instagram today, and I swear to God, every story I went on just about that even watches sports, like it was shared on their story. I was like, well, that's pretty cool. I was like, welcome to the show. First off,
Yeah.
I was here first.
Boogity, 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 boys.
But I was like, it's cool to see. Like, you're going to see a total change in the narrative of NASCAR. They're going to lose a lot of fans, but there are a lot of old fans that they're not going to have for much longer anyway because they're going to die.
Rip.
And so honestly, through this whole situation with sports, I think we're going to look back and we're going to see probably the sport that made the biggest pivot was NASCAR through this entire thing.
Oh yeah.
Like they really made the biggest pivot, and I think it's what's going to keep them surviving, because NASCAR isn't like a super prosperous sport, just to throw that out there if you didn't know already. Like they were not in a huge decline, but they were declining a little bit of recent years. So like this pivot, I think it's going to prove to make a huge difference in the sport. But That's it for that. For me,
But-
at least.
Kind of to your point, like NASCAR's fan base is predominantly white
Mm-hmm.
and
White and Southern.
white Southern. So for them to announce what they announced last week,
It was a huge moment. Yeah, when they banned that Confederate flag, that was a huge. They knew they were going to get a huge backlash from it.
yeah. But I mean, it needed to happen.
Yeah,
It was way overdue.
it was.
Um,
It's one of those things, man. I couldn't imagine being like the commissioner of a sport that's in like not a huge trouble, but like that teeters. You know, it's not like the NFL. It's not like the NBA. Like to have to make that decision, it's like, okay, we make the decision. We stand up for this, knowing it's right, but knowing also our fan base is going to hate it, our old fan base, with the hopes that we're going to get this whole new fan base from doing this decision, or we don't say anything and we never get a new fan.
Yep.
So it was a huge decision to be made. They made the right decision in the long run. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah. Very well said, boys. Jamie Foxx has been bulking up recently, and that's because he confirmed he's playing Mike
I
Tyson
know.
in a biopic. One of those.
Biopic.
In a movie. Yeah. I've heard it said both ways.
have you seen Mike Tyson recently?
Yeah, he's huge. He's like re-bulking back up.
He started training again.
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight. He was
Him-
fat for a minute.
Him and Holyfield, I heard, have like secretly agreed to a
Mike said he's down.
Oh, I
Mike
think
is down.
I think I saw like last week or something that he's down.
Yeah, he's been training like hella hard. He's training for something. I mean, because
How
he
badass that would be.
Oh yeah.
they should do it. And they should. It'd
That'd be
probably
so
it'd probably
cool.
it'd probably be a charity fight too. It'd
Oh
be
yeah,
dope.
probably. Maybe do it for like COVID or Black Lives Matter
Probably,
or something.
it'd probably be BLM, but regardless, I'd be down to see that for sure. So,
That'd be super cool.
is there any word about when this biopic's coming out?
Let's see, Pearson.
I don't think. I haven't seen anything. I've looked it up a couple times.
Yeah.
I think it's just like in the very early stages.
Yeah, so it was announced in 2014, but after a 6-year hiatus, there have been some doubts about if it would be made or not. Jamie Foxx was asked why he'd been bulking up, and he said that he is preparing for filming, and he said the film is getting its go-ahead. He said, quote, "Sometimes it takes 20 years to get it done, but officially we got the real ball rolling. I can't wait to show people what this is."
He needs to do like an Instagram video, but like be all black, and all you hear is just like the lisp.
And the laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to bulk up a lot.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see how he looks.
Mike Tyson is huge.
Yeah.
He was huge.
Yeah.
When he was in his prime.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited to see how this goes down for him.
Oh, man.
Hopefully we see it in the next couple of years, 2021.
I know.
2022
It's probably
maybe.
Realistic, probably gonna be 2022.
Yeah,
Like final release, because they're gonna probably start filming the end of this year, I would imagine.
probably.
And yeah. So
If he's bulking up now, they'll probably film in a few months.
with the
Yeah,
well, I guess hoping they will.
hoping COVID is better.
Has anyone released anything about like a filming schedule for anything
No,
recently?
I don't think so. I saw that Georgia, they allowed the governor pass the thing last week when he like
16th. Yeah, it's
yeah he
shelter in
said
place
that
is over,
he
yeah.
said that like filming and productions are able to open back up if they choose to.
Which is good because it's the filming capital now.
Yeah,
One of them. Yeah.
yeah. So last week, Zack Snyder tweeted out a short, very short, like 15 seconds teaser.
For more.
Teaser for the Justice League Snyder Cut, which gave us our first look at Darkseid. Darkseid. One of the biggest criticisms of the Justice League was that Steppenwolf was a shitty villain, a CGI monster,
Yeah.
essentially, that no real actor got to play. It was basically just like a CGI'd monster that some dude voiced.
That's cool.
But he released this little GIF of Darkseid
Bubba come up on the track and
looking real badass. So yeah, we got a quick little look, and this is what's interesting about this. The Snyder Cut is expected to clock in at about 4 hours, and it may stream as a mini series rather than a single movie.
you said 4 hours, huh?
I'd be down for that.
I'd be
Oh,
down for that too.
totally. Snyder's rough edit will cost roughly 20 to 30 million.
Yeah.
Other leaks say that it could be way higher. The director needs a fair amount of special Mike's.
All right, Mike. Welcome.
Special effects and reshoots. So yeah,
Definitely reshoots.
definitely some reshoots.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited.
I'm super.
man.
I'm hyped for it. I believe in Zack Snyder.
Oh hell yeah. He's gonna do it right.
Speaking of DC movies, we'll just cater that right into fandom or fandom, whatever. So Comic-Con got canceled this year, as you know, and a lot of companies were basically just like the Thanos scene where he's like throws the glove on. He's like, "Fine, I'll do it myself." That's what DC's doing. They announced something for August 22nd, 2020, which is a virtual experience featuring talent from the DC films, TV series, and comics, video games, whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, so it says we will hear from the cast and creators from and not limited to Aquaman, the Batman, Batwoman, Black Adam, Black Lightning, Hero Girls, Legends of Tomorrow, Stargirl, Doom Patrol, The Flash, Harley Quinn, Lucifer, Pennyworth, and Shazam 2, The Suicide Squad, Supergirl, Superman, and Lois. Teen Titans Go as well. And Watchmen.
Young Justice.
And Outsiders. So it's basically going to be like Comic-Con, but for DC movies.
Yeah.
You said all virtual.
Yeah.
All virtual, yeah. So people will just be able to tune in.
Pretty cool.
So there you go. That's pretty dope.
Maybe they can explain this whole Michael Keaton bullshit.
Maybe they will.
I have a feeling they will.
That'll be the big announcement.
They need
that
to,
Michael
yeah.
Keaton returns as Batman or
Yeah.
something. So yeah. There you go. That's all the DC news. We got one last piece of news, and this was the big piece of last week, the one that I've been looking forward to. My boy, Chris D'Elia.
I don't know if you want to call him your boy anymore.
I haven't 100% canceled him yet.
He's been quiet.
He's 70% canceled. I'm just waiting to see the proof.
Yeah, I agree. I have to see proof because there's so many people that come out and say me too.
So I'm actually going to pull this up on my phone. There's a Twitter account called She Rates Dogs. Have you heard of this?
She rates or rapes?
Rates.
You
Rates.
about scared me for a second.
She
Logan.
Rates Dogs. She Rates Dogs is an account that basically girls will send in creepy messages from guys or threats from guys. Basically, you've seen the messages where like a guy's like, "Hey, you want to go out on a date with me?" And then she's like, "No, thank you." And he's just like, "You stupid dumb bitch," shit like that.
Oh yeah.
It's basically
I follow an account
conversations.
called Tinder Combos. A lot of them are along the same line.
Yeah, essentially. So a bunch of people all of a sudden came forward last week. I'm gonna pull this up for you so I can read you some explicit conversations between Chris D'Elia and other peeps. It's kind of scary, fam. Kind of scary.
So this is where this originated, though, right?
Yes, somebody came out
On this specific Instagram account, our Twitter account, right?
Yes. So there's a few conversations where he says, "Yeah, I'm in Colorado. Where are you?" And he's like, "What are you doing?" This girl, he says, "I'm bored. How old are you anyway?" She says, "I am 17." And he said, "Ah, too young," with a winky face. And she said, "How old are you?" And he said, 30. And he says, "You're really cute." Stuff like that. "We should text. Screw Facebook Messenger." Shit like
My
that.
stomach hurts now.
There's conversations of him saying, "Send pics, send pics." There's another one where he says he stayed at a hotel. This hotel owner came forward and said he stayed at my hotel 2 years ago, called for help with his AC unit, and exposed himself to the woman who went to help. Then tried to get her to come back into the room. It was Cleveland, Ohio during early 2018. Then there's like emails that he's emailing these girls back and forth. I'm in Tempe. Let's hang. Meet up with me tonight. Can we make out? Shit like that. Let's text. She's like,
So basically,
he basically has,
He's a thirsty pedophile
his
character on you.
yeah. Oh, yeah. And he also played a pedophile on Workaholics back in the day as well.
Shouts out to these people, man. They called it.
Wow.
This one says, Chris D'Elia sexually assaulted my sister in 2014 when she was 17. He went out to LA. She went to LA, met him. Then he kept giving her alcohol until she was unconscious, and then he had sex with her.
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then there's just,
Yeah. Fuck this guy.
and there is just, he just keeps asking, want to text, want to text, want to text, want to text. And then he got Chris D'Elia's, this girl gets his number. He says, hey, I want to see you so bad. Shit like that. This is, I'm just reading. Mostly high school girls.
Mostly high school girls. There's younger.
He DM'd me on Twitter when I was 16. I had high school or the name of her high school in my bio, so it's not like he wasn't able to see, how old she was. He messaged one of my friends in high school, always asking her to come cuddle.
What the fuck?
Always wanted us to go. Chris D'Elia used to Snapchat my friend in high school. We used to text. He wanted me to come to his hotel room, and I said no. He was super rude. And then he always would text me weird things like, are we going to kiss?
Dude, what the fuck, man?
Creep mode, dude.
I don't know, man. He might be canceled now that I hear these.
I don't want my name involved in the Chris D'Elia stuff, but he went back and unsent messages asking for my number and what I was doing. They were unsent in the past few months. Because you can unsend Instagram messages.
Really?
Yeah, you can hold down on your message and click unsend. But it says this message has been unsent.
Isn't that going to be a feature of the new iPhone or something, like Apple?
Maybe, I don't know.
I thought I saw they were going to experiment with that or something.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit later on, Pearson. But here's a few things going on.
That's crazy as hell, though.
Hundreds and hundreds of girls have come forward about
Dude,
him accusing them.
He's a thirsty fucking pedophile.
I just looked up his response and it was very half-assed.
Oh, yeah. The TMZ response?
So it says, I know I've said and done things that I might have offended people during my career, but I never knowingly pursued any underage women at any point. All of my relationships have been both legal and consensual, and I have never met or exchanged any inappropriate photos with the people who have tweeted about me. That being said, I am really, truly sorry. I was a dumb guy who absolutely let myself get caught up in my lifestyle. That's my fault. I own it. I've been reflecting on this for some time now, and I promise I will continue to do better.
So he kind of admitted it.
Exactly.
He essentially admitted.
Halfway through there, he kind of admitted that he did that.
That being said, I'm really sorry.
Right.
Because I've done bad things.
If you didn't do it, you have nothing to apologize for.
His pinned tweet on Twitter doesn't age well.
What does
It just says, I'm not sorry for any of the jokes I've ever made in my life. I don't give a fuck about what you think about it. Figure shit out. Man, I really liked this guy.
But he hasn't come out and
He has not tweeted. He hasn't released.
To be all over Twitter and YouTube and Instagram.
Hasn't released a new pod since. This dude is. You know what?
kind of
This dude is hashtag canceled.
Yeah.
If he releases a new episode of his podcast, I'm gonna listen to it to hear what he's got to say.
Yeah.
But this dude is newly married, just had a kid born.
Damn, I didn't know that.
You got to think that this woman's leaving him, right?
100%.
Unless she's sticking by his side and says it's not true. But think of all the proof, bro. I said I want to see proof first, but all these messages showing that it's from him, bro. It's unless they're all photoshopped and this was just a scam.
Well, his last post on Instagram was June 8th.
Yeah.
And it looks like he posts every 3 to 4 days.
Yeah.
And what's today, the 22nd?
Mm-hmm.
21st?
This dude is his silence on it is why he's guilty.
Exactly.
It's showing his guilt. But man, I'm pissed. I really liked this guy. His stand up was fine. I caught on to him from Vine back in the day. He
he's
was
funny,
really
like,
big on
Instagram
Vine.
and stuff. And his
He was huge on Vine.
His not impersonations, but his like alter egos.
Oh, yeah, they were
on
awesome.
Instagram and Vine, they were hilarious.
Yeah, and now I'm just pissed because
Man,
this
I wonder
dude.
if Eminem and Logic are gonna say anything.
This was one of my because they partnered with him for that music video.
Yeah, the whole damn song.
Yeah, I was this guy was in my top 5 favorite comedians, and
well,
now
for
he
sure,
is
for sure.
he's.
We just need Dane Cook back, man. Dane Cook didn't do anything wrong.
Why is it always these stand-up comedians the ones that are the fucked up ones, like Louis C.K.
Because
comedy is a dark place.
yeah, I would say what's his name? The dude from Pete Davidson.
Yeah, he said.
This is a perfect. Yeah,
He said.
we don't do comedy because we're funny. We do it to hide pain.
Yeah,
It's a coping mechanism.
yeah,
Most comedians are fucked up. It's like most musicians are fucked up.
yeah.
It's a way to express their pain.
It's upsetting.
Yeah, we need Dane Cook back, man. Dane Cook was funny, and for as far as I know, he didn't do any fucked up stuff.
I mean, who knows?
God, Dane Cook was so funny.
Because think about all of this stuff. Like all these girls have been holstering this information until one girl came out, and when they saw one girl came out,
Damn,
they
bro.
just flooded She Rates Dogs DMs. Like on the Instagram account, it was like a screen recorded, and it was just them scrolling through and just all like attachment one image, like my friend this, my friend that.
It's too many to be a coincidence.
Yeah, it's too
It's
many
too many.
for it to be fake.
You gotta think about it from a girl's perspective. Like if that happened to you, I don't think I would want to talk about it either.
No.
of course, yeah. Most,
No. yeah.
most-
live that moment.
No, yeah, exactly. Especially with someone as
13
famous as
Reasons
he
Why.
is.
You should watch 13 Reasons Why, Logan. You have more appreciation.
Maybe I will. Somebody that famous could like use their money to hurt you.
Exactly.
I was listening to a podcast the other day and they were talking about how he pays the rent of a few of the baristas that made him coffee and shit. And like put them through school and
Made
shit.
him coffee.
Yeah. I saw a really funny video on Twitter yesterday of him on a podcast, and it's a video podcast, and like they're talking about Snapchat, and it's from like 3 years ago or something. And he's like, yeah, I use Snapchat here and there. And he's like, best thing about Snapchat is the fact that it goes away. And then like the other host was like, well, you know, they can screenshot it and shit, right? And his eyes, like visually, you could see that his eyes got real wide, and he starts like shrugging in his shirt and shit. Like he gets visually uncomfortable with the fact when they told him that people can screenshot shit.
He's like, shit.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
I just sent my dick to 5 13-year-olds.
Yeah. So it sucks to say, but Crystalia is canceled.
We should have a post on Instagram with his face canceled.
Maybe it's the thumb or the thumbnail of the week. Just like canceled over his eyes or something.
I'm down. I like that.
I'm
That's a
down.
good
I
idea.
like
That's
that.
a good idea. Yeah.
It'll be it.
Bingo.
Bingo. Let's switch to a lighter topic.
Yeah.
We gathered a top 10 this week that's a little different than our normal top 10.
You have 11 on there.
Well, I know one of them's a joke.
Okay.
And I'm upset that you saw it because now it's not going to be funny.
I'm sorry.
Top 10 brands that we're loyal to that will always earn our business.
That we respect.
It's unfortunate because they're not really in any particular order except for my top 5.
Yeah, I guess so.
My number 1 is like the definite brand that I will always like stick to, and I feel like we might have some of these in common.
Yeah.
But and that'll prove for a good transition if we're all on the same page. But I'll start off. We'll just go down the list. Number 10, Magnum. I'm just kidding.
You don't have sex, Logan.
Jesus. Listen to What Are We? A sex and dating podcast.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
Find out if Logan wears a Magnum.
Hey, I'm moving on. Number 10 is Target.
Okay.
Target fucks.
Okay.
Every white girl listening right now is like, oh my God, Target.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Is this like in an order, or you just?
Or are you just spouting them off like I am?
That was 10.
Like, is that your specific, like,
It's roughly, yeah.
really? So if like tomorrow it came out that like the CEO of Chick-fil-A supports like dog fighting, would you be out?
Yeah.
I feel like I would still be in. I would still be in.
They already say they don't like gays.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not gay, so that didn't hurt me.
I wouldn't be surprised if something crazy comes out, you know?
Yeah, you never know. Those Southern
True. It's
traditional companies,
Southern Baptist.
Southern Baptist companies will
Someone's probably gonna say some shit.
Yeah,
to me
someone's
now.
gonna
I
say
shouldn't have
something.
opened my fucking
That's
mouth.
okay. That's okay.
It's the Lord's chicken.
That is the
That's
Lord's
Jesus'
chicken. That is the Lord's chicken. Zach,
Coca-Cola.
I thought about putting that on there.
Yeah, we got a little Sprite guy over there.
Hey, got him a little Sprite.
Don't act like you're not a Pepsi guy, you fucking Yankee.
I'm not a Pepsi guy. Wait, who was it the other day that called me out for being a Pepsi guy?
It wasn't me.
It was on Facebook. Oh, it was because I reposted that old picture of me when I was like 10 and I was wearing flip-flops and a Pepsi shirt, and someone was like, big Pepsi guy. And I was like, yeah, I guess. But it was just a graphic
that's
tee
all
I
we
got
have
from
up here.
it was a graphic tee that I got from Target. Yeah.
Target does have bomb graphic tees.
Dude, Target has like that $10 or 20
It's like
for
10 to
3 or
20,
something.
It's
Yeah.
like $10 to $20.
Oh yeah,
100%,
got to see
yeah.
those graphic tees.
Number 9, Logan.
Oh, Face ID, thank you for not working. Polo
Really?
clothing. Yeah, I love their shit.
Kind of fell off Polo.
I did too.
Did you?
Yeah.
It is definitely a like a frat, like
I'm a J. Crew guy now.
yeah, dude. You're so totally a J. Crew
I know,
guy.
I get all my
All your flannels and
all my
shit.
chinos are from J. Crew, and yeah, all my button downs.
You are the most J. Crew guy I know.
I go to the J. Crew factory though.
Oh my god.
I don't pay full price shit.
Yeah, all my button downs are still Polo.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like J. Crew has a slim cut and it fits. I like it fit a bit better. Yeah, all my button downs are J. Crew, and like chinos. But
oh my god, I just remembered one and I'm substituting an old one in. Actually, no, I'm not. I gotta keep the list.
Nike.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah,
It's pretty sick.
Netflix.
Oh yeah, that is a brand.
As much shit as we talked about Netflix like earlier.
We talk so much shit and then they just back it up.
They just
Dude, they really handled their shit with all these other streaming services coming out.
yeah,
Really
they've
have.
kept it real.
They've killed it.
They're still pumping out fire content.
And I was telling Lindsay the other day, actually, like I remember when Netflix first started, and you had to like go on their website and put.
They sent you fucking DVDs, bro.
Yeah, the discs.
Which movies you wanted in your queue.
I
Yeah.
forgot that was the same damn thing because I was thinking about it a couple weeks ago too. I was like, remember that thing that delivers you movies? I was like,
Netflix.
what was it called? I was like, wait, that wasn't. I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit, that was what Netflix was. Like you
Netflix.
rented DVDs and they came in your damn mail.
Yeah.
In a little red bag thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Netflix
my God.
and Redbox single-handedly destroyed
Blockbuster.
They really did, man.
What was the
So I
other
wish I
one?
would have bought stock in Redbox when it first started.
Oh,
It was movie something.
movie
Hollywood Video.
Hollywood Video.
That was
it.
right outside
Yeah.
my neighborhood. That's
Yeah.
when I went to.
I love Hollywood Video.
I like
Yeah.
Hollywood Video more than Blockbuster.
I was a
The
big
was
Blockbuster
more
boy.
mainstream.
Yeah,
Hollywood Video was just right next to my house, so I'd
Mhm.
walk there every Friday night. and
yeah.
rent
My
a game.
Blockbuster was right off the road for me, so I would go and ride my bike up there
That's
and,
what I used to
on
do.
Friday nights. Yeah.
Dude, my brother and I were talking about that the other day. Like, we missed those times when we were kids when, like,
Dude.
it would be Friday night or Saturday, and we'd be like, let's go to Blockbuster.
Yeah, the new releases come out like on
Right.
Fridays or whatever. Yeah.
Friday night. I'm like, I'm like, okay, my parents are ordering Chinese food. I'm about to ride my bike over to Hollywood Video. I'm gonna rent me a game for 2 days because you get a 48-hour rental for $7.
Oh yeah.
And then
Oh man.
I'm gonna ball out all weekend.
Oh yeah. There was a deal one summer where they allowed, like, if you beat the game that you were renting within like a 48-hour period or something, you could return it, and without paying more, they would just give you another game.
Yeah.
And dude, I just rode my bike up to, like, I was planted in front of the TV that
They're
summer.
like, here he comes again.
They're
I
like-
need another.
Yeah, essentially. I played like, there was a reason like my Xbox gamer score as a kid was like 70,000 because I just played the shit out of all of
I
these
used to-
games.
with Xbox 360 when I was remember GameFly?
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, I did that too because I was what you would call an achievement whore.
Oh,
Back then.
you.
You can still check my gamer score is fucking huge still.
That's how you know he's still an achievement whore.
Yeah, like I used to pride myself on like NCAA 14. I have every fucking achievement on that game.
The only reason Pearson
Every single achievement. I would go and like look at achievements I haven't gotten and make a plan of action to get that achievement.
The only reason Pearson took 3 months to finish Jedi Fallen Order is because he was getting the achievements with it.
No, actually didn't go after achievements on that. I just didn't have time.
Oh.
But no, normally like I would go off and I would do every fucking side mission.
Oh yeah.
I would get every
The
achievement.
only game
You
I
have to-
would ever do that with was Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. I used to do that all in the Lego games. I would beat them 100% and get all the achievements for them.
Yeah. And that's what GameFly. I would get the 30-day pass with different email addresses, and I would get games that are easy to get achievements just to boost my gamer score.
You had a system.
Dude, me and my neighbor Andrew, we used to do this shit all the time.
You were the worst.
I was.
Is it my go?
Yeah.
Number 8, McDonald's. I was talking to Catherine about it.
Logan's loving it.
And she was like, what if they said that what if they admitted that their meat is like not even meat and it was just cooked in a lab? And I was like,
it is.
And honestly, and I was like, hey, whatever they're cooking, it tastes good.
That's why I didn't put them on there because I was like,
I can't.
Come out like
And they're using dog meat or something.
They are.
I mean, dog meat tastes good then.
well, no, that's why they had to come out with that campaign last year.
Oh, yeah.
Because somebody like found out that they were using like grade D meat.
Oh, yeah. They exposed them.
And they then they had to come out and say, oh no, we're just using Angus beef now.
Yeah.
It's grade C now.
I'm getting McDonald's right after this. Have you ever tasted something, to quote Jim Gaffigan, have you ever tasted something as good as a McDonald's fry?
No.
Not even close.
They're scientifically proven. They're fries.
Oh, yeah.
It's a real thing.
They,
Mhm.
they put cocaine.
They put
yeah.
they put a little sugar in them actually.
Yeah, they do.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Salt and sugar.
I saw that a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Pearson, number 8.
My number 8 is Redcon 1. You guys aren't know what it is, but it's a supplement brand I use. I take their pre-workout. It's the best pre-workout I've ever had.
Oh, dude, do you work out?
Nah, sometimes.
It's only whenever you're only ever just pumping when I pull up.
Yeah.
Pearson's just like, yeah, 1 second, I got a few more sets.
1001.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah,
doing
so-
push-ups with his pinky.
Yeah, Redcon 1, they're a supplement company. They're actually like the best-selling supplement company like ever right now. But yeah, super loyal to them because they do BOGO like twice a month. Yeah,
Love
no,
that
it's
for you.
like it's incredible. Every Wednesday they do some stupid ass deal, like some crazy awesome deal, and they're a great company. But anyways,
Okay. The Disney company.
Walt Disney.
The Walt Disney company.
I don't know why I did not put them. I'm just so loyal to these other brands.
Always have my business.
They will always have mine as well.
Yeah.
They're an honorable mention, I think, for me. Like, it's almost like assumed, almost like
Yeah.
Disney's always going to get my money.
Well, that's why I was trying to like rack my brain when we were trying to come up with this. And and that was one of the first ones I thought of.
You know, like they'll always get your money. Yeah.
No matter.
They can't not. Yeah.
Me
Even if Disney Plus had a shit lineup, I was still going to subscribe to it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's me. Best Buy. I love walking into Best Buy. It's like a smell. It's almost like walking into Home Depot and like smelling the wood instantly. You're like every time I walk into Best Buy, I take like a big whiff. I'm like, I'm going to spend some money today.
Have you gone in since they've opened back up?
I haven't
Can
actually.
you go inside now?
Can you go inside?
You go inside now. Right when you walk in, they have a guy sitting there saying, okay, so we're very limited on staff right now, so they don't have as many workers there. He said, so there's not going to be anybody in each department to help you. If you need help, come tell me and I'll have somebody come help you.
Cool.
So he said it's basically just a grab and go.
That makes sense. Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah. I mean,
So you're essentially on your own unless you really do need help with something. Then you go back up and tell him, and he'll get somebody for you.
usually if I'm going to Best Buy, I know at least like I'm like 80% sure what I'm getting. Yeah. Unless someone's just like, if I pick it up and some dumbass is like, really, that one?
Unless I have like super specific questions about
Yep.
something, I usually know what I'm going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, you normally just do your research before. And you
Oh
log
yeah,
in and get
100%. See if it's in my store, like local store.
Yeah, 100%.
Boom.
I always do that now.
Maybe I'll even just reserve it in advance and just go pick it up. Sometimes I do that.
See, but what pisses me off about that is sometimes it'll take 2 or 3 hours for them to get it
Yeah.
ready for you.
And it's like,
Yeah.
all some dumbass needs to do is just go to the back and grab it.
No, it's not even that. Just go pick it up off the shelf and put my name on it.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. Just slap a sticker that says Logan on it and
Yeah. Like,
we're done.
right.
Transaction
I'm
approved.
20 minutes away from the store. It is a more inconvenience for me to order it online and reserve it.
Exactly.
ahead of time than it is
Yes.
for me to actually drive up there and just,
Just get it.
myself.
Yes, exactly.
So, but yes, I love Best Buy too.
Yes.
Best Buy is dope.
I loved it. I love me some Best Buy. Pearson.
7 years.
Number 7, 3D Energy. These energy drinks I really like.
Wow, dude. Do you take them before or after you work out?
No, just in the morning.
Are those energy drinks that have like no label on them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Called 3D. Yeah. This dude I follow on YouTube, I'm a huge fan of him. He has a clothing line, but he also started a energy drink company. So it's fucking delicious.
Neat.
Yeah. No, I cannot stand bangs. They taste terrible, and they
Dude, that
make
cotton-
my heart hurt.
That cotton candy bang.
It tastes like chemicals in a bottle.
Yeah.
That happens to me whenever I drink a Monster.
Yeah.
Monsters do. Well,
I used to drink the shit out of
Bang is
Monsters.
300 milligrams caffeine. That's like 4 cups of coffee at once.
No wonder my sister loves them.
Yeah, dude. Well, it makes my heart flutter and it freaks me out.
Yeah, that's
So
what happens to me. Like, if I haven't eaten anything and I drink a Monster, like I will start feeling lightheaded.
Really?
And, like I can feel my heart.
Oh, yeah.
pounding.
like I'm pretty tolerant to caffeine because like my pre-workout has 250 in it, and I drink coffee. Like I drink 2 cups of coffee and an energy drink every day.
I drink a lot.
And so like I'm pretty good with it, but something about Bang, man, it just makes me want to die.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Number 7 for me is Nike.
Nike, okay,
Nike.
sweet.
Nike's
Right now, you just Shit.
Nike. Magnar.
Number 6. Steinmart. Listen.
What the fuck?
Listen.
That was like how it does feel.
Listen. That was the one I substituted in. It was Starbucks.
Steinmart.
Steinmart. But listen, this is why Steinmart is the shit.
Steinmart owned by someone?
Fuck Starbucks, by the way.
Why?
Yeah. Fuck Starbucks, dude.
Why?
Well, for
They
one-
suck,
for
dude.
one, they don't really support the military.
Oh, they don't?
Or black people.
Do
And
they?
Number 2.
Yeah. Did you not hear about that shit?
Oh, yeah, I
They
did.
wouldn't let their employees do it, and people were like, "Yeah, well, you're gonna burn every one of your Starbucks down." They're like, "Yeah, wait, no, yeah, you can wear stuff."
So this is why I changed it out with Steinmart. Steinmart is like going and shopping
How
for
often do you go to
Polo
Steinmart?
or Nike or
Yeah, but cheaper. It's like going to outlet.
yeah, but like stupid cheap. Like these are Greg Norman pants.
Yeah, it's
Pants.
the same as Ross.
This
dude.
is like a $60 pair of
This is
shorts that I got
TJ
for
Maxx.
$20, bro. Yeah, it's like the same thing. All those stores where you can go and get.
I haven't even heard of Steinmart in years. There's one like way past the mall, isn't there?
Only, like, 2 or 3 of them left.
Really? Well,
Yes.
well, they're still alive because of me and my grandfather that showed me.
Just go to Marshalls, dude. It's the
Dude, Marshall's is weak.
Marshalls, Ross, and Steinmart are like
TJ Maxx.
They might be all owned by the same person.
Ross, Marshalls and TJ Maxx. I'm pretty sure. are
I
owned
think
by
they are.
the
Yeah.
same people.
Yeah. Well, either way, stores where you can get expensive clothes
Steinmart.
for shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I respect your hustle,
Yes. That's the only reason I go there.
but I just thought it was funny. Like,
Well, yeah, it's way out of left
Oh,
field.
their Steinmart is actually becoming a private company this year. They used to be owned by Kingswood Capital Management.
They used to call me Kingswood in high school.
Shut up.
with your Magnums.
Fucking Magnum Keywood.
Yes. Pearson, you're number 6.
Number 6 is Apple.
Wow. Very low. Is your number 1 your absolute like ride or die? Or did you just throw 10 companies on a list?
They're like, it's semi in order, semi not. I don't fucking know, dude.
I think from here on up, they're in an order.
From 5 up is the word for me.
Yeah. Yeah. 5 up is, yeah.
I guess, whatever.
Well, once we finish, you give us like your number 1 go-to, never gonna let you down, no matter what.
Yeah. Okay.
My number 6 is Walmart.
I thought about putting Walmart down.
Walmart constantly disappoints me, so I can't put it in there.
They are
they
disappointing, but-
fucking disappoint me like once a month, dude.
They disappoint you, but then they're always there for you.
They have great deals, but it's like, god damn it, why am I at Walmart?
They have great deals.
That's-
they have
That's
just about
McDonald's.
everything you
Exactly. Because you know what has a lot of McDonald's in it? Walmart.
Yeah, and
Oh, man,
Blimpie
that was my
and
favorite.
Subway.
Go shopping with your parents and also get some fries.
Yeah.
I've never been a Walmart with a McDonald's.
Are you serious?
I think
always-
a lot of them either have Subway or McDonald's.
It's always or Blimpie.
I don't even know what Blimpie is.
It's a sub sandwich shop. The one right
Like
here had
Subway.
the one right
Oh,
here
really?
had Blimpie in it for like 10 years.
Blimpie? It sounds like Blumpkin.
And the one farther up has
Not from you
the one
or
farther
from
up-
anyone.
The one farther up has Subway in it.
Do you know what a Blumpkin is, Pearson?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes.
You brushed over it real quick. I know.
Because it's awkward. I don't like it. That word freaks me out, okay? If you want to know something that
Every time I say the word pumpkin, I think of Blumpkin.
the word Blumpkin freaks me out.
Google
Yeah, just Google it.
That's gonna be the title card.
Blumpkin.
No, a picture of one.
Oh no, we don't need that.
Yeah, go to Google Images.
And type in Blumpkin. Turn the privacy filter off.
Oh yeah, just click your
Yeah.
Go to I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, like back in school, like the computer system would like block like inappropriate shit, but you just had to go up to the corner and like turn off like child filter.
Oh
And you could just like type in like tits and just like boobs would be everywhere.
Barstool posted a video today of these two guys. I don't know where they were, but they were at a bar, and they said when the bar has their Bluetooth on. Like,
Oh, I saw that. She's like,
they turned on a porn video and hooked it up to the bar's Bluetooth and like walked away.
Yeah.
And all you heard was moaning.
like
Yeah, it was like on 10.
Oh yeah. And you just see like the bartender with his arms crossed because he can't figure out where the sound is coming from.
It's all around you, dude.
That's like when you see the videos of like people like hooking up their phones Bluetooth to like Sanford Stadium or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And they're just playing like the Monsters Inc. theme song, like Micah, 5, Delta.
Nice. Fuck yeah, baby.
Get some stonks up in there.
Fuck yeah, bro.
I don't fly enough
I don't either.
to put an airline on there.
You've been the king of dropping your phone this epi.
Oh yeah, but I have gym shorts on.
True.
I don't even have a sky.
Get you some Greg Normans from Steinmart, and they won't slide at all.
It's too big of an in scene for me, dude. That's like a 9-inch in scene.
Well, I thought you were talking about my waist. I was like, are you calling me fat?
No,
I mean-
in scene.
He needs a
Oh
They're
yeah.
long.
he needs like a fiver.
No, I'm like a 7. Yeah, 7's like right here on me. 5's like fucking right here, my dog.
I don't even know what that means. I just pick out shorts.
Inseam, it's from the
your
crotch to the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, I just like pick out shorts
I
that
dropped
are
my phone
comfy.
again, by the way, people. We should have a fucking tally going.
Take a shot.
dude.
Yeah,
Yes.
Delta.
Oh yeah.
Love me some Delta.
Delta. My number 5 is Alpha Elite. It's a clothing brand. It's the same dude that owns the 3D.
Oh. Yeah.
Christian Goose.
I've heard of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alpha Elite. Yeah.
Yeah.
He owns 3D too.
I
So
see their ads on Instagram.
yeah, they're freaking huge now. They're already Houston, Texas, but yeah, they're huge now. So he's like a legit getting close to like a competitor for Lululemon.
Wow.
Yeah. Watch them from the come up on YouTube.
The what up?
Come up.
Zach.
Number 5 for me is Best Buy. For the same reason.
Good man.
About a minute ago.
Good man.
Nice.
My number 4 is Nike.
Nike.
Remember when like that huge controversy went down with like Colin Kaepernick with like the ad, and like half of my relatives were like canceling Nike, and I was like, they've made their money. I'm still gonna buy their shoes. I almost wanted to put Nike / Adidas because like I fuck heavy with both of those brands for shoes. Like,
I fuck
Adidas
heavy.
has only come up within the past like 5 years.
yeah, I agree. I've always been a Nike guy, but Adidas has been kind of creeping
They
up
broke
like the
out
past
of
couple
the
years.
soccer mold.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah,
I think when they partnered with Kanye, it's probably when all that happened.
Yeah.
probably.
Number 4, it's called Everforward. It's another YouTube brand company I follow. So I'm a big supporter of like,
Small time people.
yeah, well, they're not even small time now, but yeah. Another person I follow, his name's Max.
Wow.
He has a golden doodle too.
Wow. I love that for you too.
Yeah, I want to meet him one day. He also lives in Houston, so.
Well,
Just go move to Houston.
Well, we're
why don't you just go to
we're
Houston,
taking
you
a group
asshole?
trip to so this dude Christian, he bought a 11-acre, like
Your
thing.
partner, Christian?
No, like the dude I follow on YouTube.
Oh,
For his gym and everything and warehouse. It's 11 acres. It's called Alpha Land, and it's like a Rob Deerdeck fantasy factory for like gym goers. So it's gonna be done this year at some point. But yeah, so we're all gonna go out there when it's done. It's actually like super fucking cool. So inexpensive.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Alpha Land. Yeah, look it up. Anyways,
4 for me would be Target.
okay.
Target Fox
Dude, I'm at Target
all the
a
time.
couple times a week.
Oh yeah, Target slaps. I love Target.
Whenever a new movie comes out,
Snagging it from Target.
go to Target.
You don't go to Best Buy?
Too far away.
Okay. Convenience, huh?
Convenience.
Big convenience guy.
I'm a huge convenience.
So you won't go out of your way for a brand that you really love? Oh, just put him on the fucking spot.
Well, I love Target more than Best
Do you?
Yeah, I mean it's ranked higher.
That's true.
100.
So you would say Target's your electronics store?
No.
But you get your movies
Yeah, if
from
I'm
there?
going to buy a TV, I'm going to Best Buy. I'm not
I'm
going
not
to
trying to
Target.
go buy a TV.
I know. I'm just trying to grill you. I only buy Insignia, so I guess I am a
Okay,
Best Buy
well,
fan
that's what I
too.
was about to ask. What's your go-to TV brand?
Insignia. They're just
You're a
great.
terrible person.
Why?
I'm just kidding. But I
You guys
had-
fucking love Best Buy so much. It's literally made by
I
Best
had
Buy.
an Insignia TV for a long time, but like there was also always a pixel issue in the bottom left corner, so there was like this big ass block there, and I
Is
just
it a plasma?
I don't know, dude. This TV I had it since I was like a sophomore in high
It
school.
was probably a plasma. Plasmas are notorious for that.
Oh.
No matter the brand. I had a Samsung plasma.
It was a
Same
fine
problem.
TV. I think my go-to TV brand is Sony or Samsung.
Samsung for me.
Samsung
I like,
probably actually, yeah.
I like Vizio and I like Insignia.
Vizio's good too.
Vizio is great, and Costco always has a great deal on Vizio.
You
It's
guys
like the
should,
preferred brand, and they have great warranty on it.
since you guys have been to my parents' house last, you should see like you remember like when you go in, like have you been there since this giant sliding glass door has been there?
No.
Well, there's a giant sliding instead of like
be up to date on Facebook.
okay, so instead of there being like the door to go from the house to the pool, now there's a giant sliding glass door. And when you go in, the bar is on your left.
Yeah.
And then like when you go forward more, like that room used to just be like boxes and storage and shit.
Yeah.
Now they've got like it fully like done, and they just bought like an 80-inch TV and put it on the wall.
Really?
And it's like the Sony 80-inch that's like 4K, all of the highest. And he was like, when it comes out, I'm gonna hook up a PlayStation 4 to this bitch. And he's got like speakers in the ceiling and like in the floor and shit.
His Sonos.
Probably, I don't know
it's
what he
typically
uses.
like this. Yeah.
It's the best.
So I'm gonna get.
can't
I want to
wait.
get like a 75.
This
for our-
TV is so sexy. I saw it the other day and I was like, Jesus Christ.
So I have that TV in my room is a 65 Insignia. It's 4K. I have like $400.
Dude, remember when TVs were like stupid expensive and now you can get a really nice one for $400?
I remember my dad got a 55-inch Samsung or Sony plasma like in 2011 when it first came out for our basement. It was like $1,200.
Oh yeah.
It was like getting a fucking mortgage. And now it's like 32-inch TVs like $85.
Yep.
It's-
No, like the good brands too.
Oh
Exactly,
yeah. Like you're not getting knockoffs or
And
anything.
When you go to Best Buy, right there at the front door, they
Open
have
doors.
all their
Open
box
boxes.
specials.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, some of them will only be like $20 off, but you can find some that are like
Yeah.
$100 off.
Yeah, Insignia's dope. Okay, and I'm pretty sure I forgot the dude at Best Buy was telling me, but like the guts of Insignias, they're basically it's not Samsung. I think it's Vizio. That the guts of Insignia TVs are basically Vizio TVs.
I like
They're
being
just
in the guts.
rebranded. They're just rebranded as Insignia, which is Best Buy's brand. Insignia
All up in them
Dynex.
guts.
All right, we went off on a huge tangent.
Oh yeah, we did.
Sorry about that.
Number
Anyways.
3 for me. I wonder if I thought this one might be on your list, Zach, but I'm not sure. It might still be. Chevrolet.
No, that's not on my list.
I will always buy Chevrolet vehicles. Or maybe GM.
Yeah,
Caddies.
General Motor, yeah.
Caddies, Buick. I don't know if I'll ever buy a Buick, but Chevy, GMC. They've always just been in my family ever since I can remember. So I will probably always stick with Chevy unless I get a Tesla.
Okay.
My number 3,
Mhm.
Under Armour.
Really?
Fucking love Under Armour, dude.
Really?
That's like basically all I buy now. I don't really buy Nike or Adidas anymore. Like all my workout stuff's like Under Armour.
We get it, dude. You work out.
Well, I mean that's like
Is it the Rock stuff?
the Rock stuff is way overpriced.
Oh yeah.
I would buy it though, but like
It's
no,
nice.
like all my polos and stuff, all my golf shirts are Under Armour.
Oh, I
I've
love
just
it.
found that Under Armour is for me the best price with the best fit. Like the best quality. Everything I've gotten from Nike or Adidas has fallen apart. It just has. Under Armour is stand the test of time.
I did get a pair
And
of
they have sick
shoes.
deals on Under Armour at Academy. So
Oh really?
oh yeah.
What's funny about that is like if I'm choosing one or the other, I'm going to Dick's over Academy.
Academy has way better deals. Dick's, you're paying full fucking price for everything.
Yeah, but Dick's makes me feel like home.
Of course it does.
Was
That's terrible.
it?
That's so
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
You didn't think about that before you said it.
Nope.
No,
Don't do a lot of that.
no filter for Logan.
No filter.
Number 3 for me is gonna be the Lord's Chicken.
Chick-fil-A. Wow.
Chick-fil-A.
I know you are a big Chick-fil-A boy.
I eat Chick-fil-A like that's like the only fast food I eat, but I only eat there like every couple months.
I get there like at least once a week.
Really?
Yeah, like at least once a week. When I was working at Kroger, I used to go to that Chick-fil-A all the time on Dallas Highway.
What's your meal?
I think you guys have judged the shit out of me for my meal before, but I get the strips. Chicken tendies with a large fry, large lemonade, or large Dr. Pepper.
That's something a Pepsi fan would order.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I fucking hate you.
Probably go to Huddle House too, don't you?
I went to Huddle House once, and I was like, "This is Waffle House. Why? Why?"
All right, number 2.
Probably likes White Castle.
I've never been to White Castle.
I'm just thinking of northern things.
Is Pepsi a northern thing?
Yes.
Really?
It's a big northern thing, yeah. Coca-Cola is from Georgia.
Yeah, from Atlanta. So it only makes sense for Pepsi to be from up north.
Yeah, that's why you never see Pepsi down here,
True. Yeah.
except for like at Taco Bell.
Amazon.
Number 2?
Yeah.
That's my number 2.
Is it yours as well?
Yours and mine are flip flop.
Okay. But I think we're on the same page.
Yeah. Mine is number 2 is Apple.
Yeah. That's my number 1. Again, like,
You know what my number 1 is?
what?
Toyota.
I thought about putting Honda on mine.
Really? You're a Honda boy?
Dude, the Honda will never let you down.
You have a Camaro though.
I know.
That's a Chevy.
How long have you had that Camaro? Are you going to drive it till the wheels fall off?
Probably.
You don't want a car payment.
I don't know.
How long has it
It's
been
already
paid off?
Appreciated a shit ton. So,
Oh, yeah.
so you might as well now.
My car's probably worth like $8,000.
Yeah. Yeah. So at that point, you might as well just drive it off. Yeah, dude. Toyota. Fucking durability, reliability, and resale value.
Japanese cars.
They do. They're awesome.
They do that.
I hate it, man. I
Honda.
try to buy American as much as possible, but I love Toyotas, and I will always have a Toyota. Toyota or Ford.
Those Japanese cars, like you said.
Sorry, I'm just not sure.
No, it's
Ford guy through and through. My dad, all his trucks are Fords.
Jesus
Whole
Christ.
fleet.
No wonder my dad didn't like your
They have
dad.
250s,
I'm
baby.
just kidding.
Super
But
duty.
My number 1 was Amazon.
Yeah.
Like, just because I'm on there all the time.
Yeah. You should see Pearson's.
It's honestly depressing.
That's funny. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was a great conversation.
Yeah.
And we went off on hella tangents. We still got a little bit to go too. We're at an hour.
What else do we have?
Let's keep going. How about we talk?
We'll make this a little quicker.
I'll summarize this a little quicker. Yeah. Apple had an event today where they previewed the next generation of their softwares that come out for Mac, watch, phone, TV, and iPad. Let me read those off for you now. Obviously, iOS 14 was the next big leap.
When's that coming out? August?
September or October, whenever the new
But if you
iPhone
have
comes
the-
out.
But if you have the app or the preview thing, you get.
Unless you want to be a developer or a beta tester.
I've always done that.
Have you always done the beta test?
Yes, you get it in like August.
Yeah.
Beginning of
They
August.
announced that this one's coming out in July.
How do you sign up?
You just go to their website and
Yeah,
sign
it's
up for the
very
beta
easy.
program. It's easy.
Just download to you. You have to deal with some bugs and stuff, but it's cool to see it first.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. And this year,
I did it like a handful of iOSs ago, and then I've always done it now.
yeah, it's this one looks like it's got some cool stuff. So let me
I don't send any feedback to them, but
show you.
use it. They literally ask me like, "Please send feedback." I'm like, "Nah, dude. I'm just gonna use it." The majority will send it to you. My one opinion doesn't matter. Because if I give you my opinions, you wouldn't take them anyway.
So iOS has got something that Android people have had for a long time, and it's widgets. You'll be able to drag and drop, like if you want like if you want a big ass tile. It's basically like taking these things over here and putting them over here. So you can take and you can have a
I see. If you want to put like your news feed on your homepage,
Yeah,
like
if you
that, with
want your-
apps around it.
if you want your news feed and shit to be like on your thing, you can drag it from over here and place it right there, and it just
I can't think of widgets without thinking of like high school economics classes where they're talking about the widget factories and stuff. Yeah, like every example, it's widgets.
they had there's a bunch of cool stuff coming to messages like
New emojis.
There's going to be like new emojis, new memojis. They have this cool thing for group chats now where you can like add like, so our group chat currently consists of us three and Emily. And at the top of the group chat, you just see like 4 circles that show like us 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, now you can like not only name the group, but you can also like assign a profile picture to the group. And so like we could have it like be our Binge Boys logo.
Oh, so it's like group me.
Sure. You can also pin conversations now at the very top of the message list, so you don't have to scroll down and look for the people you talk to the most. They've got shit
Can you now name a group chat that has a Android?
No.
I don't
Thanks,
care.
Brian.
I don't care anymore then.
They have in group chats you can like mention people, so I can type Zach's name and like it'll send you directly a notification being like Logan mentioned you. You can do shit like there's like threads, so you can like respond to a specific thread. Like if Emily's like, "What's your score for this?" Like we could just like click that message that she sent and like hit reply it, and it'll like create a smaller thread. And if she's just trying to go back and find our scores, she doesn't have to scroll through messages. She can just like tap that thread, and only the messages that fit that thread will fit it.
Cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. It's like
almost like an email chain,
or like Twitter,
or like Twitter.
It's like taking Twitter and making it into iMessage.
And then they got a bunch of just random miscellaneous shit. Like they've got, you can now, get directions and maps for cycling. So if you're riding your bike and through the city and you want directions, you can now like click what's the best route for riding a bike instead of walking or driving. Car keys, some futuristic car. You can just go up, take your phone, tap your door handle, and it'll unlock your car, and you don't even need your car keys.
Yeah, someone could steal your phone and have your car too.
But then you can lock it by using your other Apple devices. You should watch the presentation. I'm not explaining it very well.
Find my iPhone, find my car.
You got...
Who is it? It's either Ford or Chevy or one of the big companies already has that app where you can like start your car and stuff.
Chevy's got it, I think. I use that.
Has that. It's Connect Start.
Yeah, it connects through OnStar.
No, not Toyota.
Oh, Chevy's goes through OnStar.
Chevy and OnStar have like a partnership.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's like Toyota Connect or something. You can control the AC and all that shit from your phone.
If you have an electric car, you can like make your maps like do the best route, like taking in the fact that you have an electric car, and it'll show you charging stations. Cool. Yeah, I mean, they also got this new thing called App Clips, which is basically like if you go to a coffee shop and they have a rewards program and you're like, "Oh, dude, that'd be dope if I, got into this rewards program." They have this little thing that you can like scan, and it'll like automatically download the app and sign you up for the app, like without you having to go and type in your email and phone number and address and bullshit like you would for any other loyalty program.
That's pretty cool.
Kind of like a QR code, yeah. And then just instead of Siri taking up the entire screen, like if you do that, like it'll just like be a little bubble that pops up at the bottom of the screen so you can still go about your day.
Like on your computer.
Yeah, essentially just pop it up in the corner. And then like just a bunch of other just random shit.
Well, the main thing I kept seeing popping up was the Apple Silicon.
Yes.
What was that?
So instead of using Intel chips in their computers, they're now using their own made in-house brand of chip.
Oh, so
instead of using it
better.
And yeah.
Cool.
And they just demoed like what it's like to game on it and produce music. And
was it a huge difference?
It's just, I think them just using their own brand rather than using Intel.
Damn, that sucks for Intel.
Yeah.
Sure, that was a huge partnership for them. It's probably the biggest partnership they've had.
Apple Watch is getting some neat things. They added in a silly app that automatically detects when you're washing your hands, and it has like a timer on your wrist that tells you how long you need to be washing. Definitely a COVID thing.
Keeping with the times.
Keeping with the times.
Pivoting.
Yeah, very much so.
Why not,
There's a sleep tracker now that will be able to track how well or bad you sleep. There's a mosquito in here.
What the fuck?
It's on you.
That's okay.
Where
is it?
I'm gonna stop. It went up your shirt.
That's all right. Oh, it's on my fucking oh god, it was on my thumb. Yeah, I mean, not much wowed me. Besides,
Did they say anything about the new iPhone?
no, that'll be their September event.
Well, no. I mean, they usually say something about it in the summer.
Oh, I mean, they said that the shit'll come out when the new iPhone comes out, but they didn't say anything about it.
Yeah, I just got an 11. Oh well.
RIP to you. Yeah, I've been waiting.
I don't give a shit.
I could have gotten rid of this 10R or whatever a while ago, but I'm waiting.
Whatever. I'll get an 18.
The Mac update looks pretty cool. They
I'm
kind of
excited for that.
redid the whole thing.
I'm excited for that.
Like made it look cooler,
Really?
more sleeker.
That comes out same time, right? What's it called?
Big Sur. BIGSUR. It's like a island or something out in the
cool.
Pacific or some shit.
Can't wait to update.
Big Sur.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's called
I'm
Mac
pretty-
OS Big
What
Sur.
year is your? What year is yours? 2012.
No, mine's later than that. It's like 14.
Is it? Like mine, I'm pretty sure I only have like one more update left before they stop supporting it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah.
pretty close. I'm pretty close to
I'll probably
not being able to support, which is bullshit.
Yeah, I'll probably need to get a new one.
Got the best year. I got the best year ever of Macs.
The only thing I wish mine had was the touch bar at the top.
What's funny about that though is that I don't use it as much as I want to. I'm like
I would
reminded.
never- I would
I'm
never
reminded
use
every
it.
once in a while. I'm like, oh yeah, it's there. But
I don't
like,
think
I always use the buttons at the top
oh well, then you'd use it all the time.
for like the volume and the
Mhm.
play.
So I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't think I would ever use it. It's
It
one of those
is-
things. I
It is stupid cold in here right now, and
Yeah,
it feels
I know.
great.
I like it.
yeah, it's very cold. This room gets super cold.
It gets really hot too.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some music
Oh my god, we still have music. Yeah, let's get through this shit.
and a movie.
Holy balls, man.
Let's get through this quick.
Yeah, let's do this quick because it's 9:00. Yeah.
What'd you guys think of Lil Baby's single, "The Bigger Picture"?
Really, really
I
good.
fucked with it heavy.
Yeah, it's really good.
It-
Like it's really good.
It almost like made me like rethink all of the like previous reviews I've given like Lil Baby. I was like,
It
this
makes
is
you-
a really good song.
It is.
He did a really good job. He the way he went about it was perfect, man. Like
Yeah.
the words he said in that song were like so good.
And you could tell he meant every
He did.
bit of it.
Yeah. Even like the fact that it was about a serious subject, it was really catchy. Like the hook was really
yeah,
catchy.
Yeah.
I honestly kind of, if you're gonna put them neck and neck, I like it better than the J. Cole song talking about the same subject.
I did too.
Yeah.
I like
it's a
J.
different-
Cole's
it's
song.
a different like
It's a different sound.
J. Cole's is almost like a poem.
Yes.
Yes.
what I
Oh,
thought.
yeah.
It's very poetic.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
almost like a poem. And it's the same overlining topic, but it's a different like
It's a different way to,
subtopic.
yeah.
He kind of just like he low key went at somebody.
Oh yeah.
And like Lil Baby's just talking about the overall picture.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah.
I mean, J. Cole's was almost like, and that's how J. Cole and Kendrick are when they like tackle a subject. They don't like address it head on. Like they don't like.
Yeah, they find a
They
specific
find like a
niche.
specific niche and then like they dance around the niche. Whereas Lil Baby's thing was just like, yeah, there's a problem with our society and we should fix it.
Exactly.
Like
yeah.
Lil Baby's was like bluntly,
Yeah.
definitely geared towards inequality and stuff.
And J. Cole kind of addresses that in his songs. He's like, I'm not qualified to talk about this. Because he says that in there. Like he's I forgot the way he said it, but basically he said like he's not qualified to talk about all this. But like he has his
Qualified.
but I don't know, I think he's being modest in it, basically.
He might be.
But he's saying like
Honest,
he's like
yeah.
I'm not gonna act like I'm not privileged. Is basically what he's saying. He's like, I understand I'm way up here right now.
Well, right, but like you weren't always there. I'm not like trying to knock him.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't always privileged. Like you had to work really hard
To get where you're at. Yeah.
And that's what I think most of these media outlets and everything are really pissed off about right now is they're basically saying like all these celebrities aren't using the platform they have
Yeah.
to try to make this world a better place.
Yeah.
Like
What do he say? He goes, they be thinking I'm deep, intelligent, fooled by my college degree. My IQ is average. there's a young lady out there. She's way smarter than me. Like he's saying, like he basically he doesn't think that he can.
I think he's talking about what's her name?
It's No Name. It's
Well,
No Name who he's addressing.
The person that's
That Twitter handle at No Name.
yeah
Yeah,
the person that's smarter than him.
Yeah, that's what the song's about. Her.
Oh.
My phone has died, but
Wow.
that's who. Yeah, that's who. She replied to him.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's a you can see it. It's on Apple Music. It's track 33.
Yeah,
it's that one that's trending. But she basically was like, "Why are you coming at me when this whole world's in smoke right now?"
Yeah,
but yeah. So he got a lot of backlash from a lot.
Yeah,
of rappers.
I saw a lot of people like what's him call it? Chance came at him.
So my friend Hunter, he's like he's like your boy's on your other boy.
Yeah,
I was like, Cole.
Chance came at him and was like,
so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, Chance was just like, it's something new.
She's an activist on Instagram. But she has songs and stuff too. She's an artist.
Yeah, she's an artist. But like,
she's like a big.
She came from nowhere like last week.
She's been calling out.
Okay,
basically,
so
what you were
he
saying.
Being sarcastic when he said that.
No, I think he's being serious. Like he's saying like.
Well, then why did she take it so personally?
Well, because he said he doesn't agree with her. He doesn't agree with her, but he respects her. He's like saying like you shouldn't be listening to me. Like I'm not educated. Listen to her. Like she's smarter than me. But he says like I don't agree with what she's saying, or you got to really dive into what he's saying. Like that's what you said. Like Kendrick and J. Cole, like they're so thought provoking. Like, but
you have to go back and listen to it like multiple times.
You do
because he's talking so fast.
Yeah,
like it's
his flow. Yeah, his flow's definitely changed too. He has that new flow. He puts so many words into a bar. But anyways. Yeah, Lil Baby's was really, really good. Well put together song. I really enjoyed it. They were
really both good.
They're the two best so far from this.
Oh yeah, I agree. 100%.
But let's get into these albums.
Wale.
It's pretty good.
I've always liked Wale.
I do too.
I've always just been on the fence. He's a hit or miss for me.
For sure.
But I really liked this.
I love his flow.
Yeah.
He got such a really cool sound.
A lot of the songs sounded really cool in this little EP he did too. I mean, I gave it what did I give it? 3 out of 5. It was all right. Like I'm never gonna listen to it again, to be honest with you. But it was. There
was a few songs I think I'm putting in a playlist.
Really?
Like the first one.
The first
The first
one was good.
one was tight. The way he came in.
Yeah.
I was like, oh boy. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I really enjoyed Wale's. I'm not a huge Wale guy, but
I'm not really either.
I really got into it.
Yeah.
Caitlin's cooking. What about John Legend?
Really liked it. I didn't even know he had an album coming out.
I thought it was outstanding.
Yeah, I saw you got a 5 out of 5. That has to be in your top like 10 at least now.
Oh yeah, it will be.
Honestly, not a huge John Legend fan.
Neither am I.
Yeah. I like him. He's really. I respect his talent and like thing.
Yeah.
I only kept like I thought the album was really well put together. I only kept one song off it. That I Move, You Move or whatever with Janae.
I listened to it and then like next thing I knew it was over and I was like, oh shit, like it blended together so good that I like had to go back and like re-listen to it again and I was like, this is really good.
Yeah, that song with Janae was really good.
Yeah,
I like some of the samples he did though.
Oh,
like the next episode.
Like the next episode, dude. As soon as I heard that, I was like, excuse me?
Yeah, it was good.
I thought he was gonna come in and start rapping or something, and I was like,
it was cool. It was a really nice twist he did on it.
Oh yeah, it was.
So yeah, that was good.
I really liked it. Yeah, I was very surprised. I'm not a big John Legend guy, and I only listened to it just because it was like one of the most like promoted on Apple Music.
Yeah, I think you listened to the only other ones we have left. I didn't listen to Black Eyed Peas, and I didn't listen.
I didn't listen to Black. Jeez, son of a bitch, Turner. What? Breaking news.
Breaking news.
What happened?
MLB owners vote to proceed with 2020 season under March agreement. Asks MLBPA if players can report to camp by July 1st.
So they're gonna have
They're gonna play like 50 games.
I think it's a 60-game season, right? But the players aren't going to show up.
The owners' vote now allows Commissioner Rob Manfred to implement a schedule of his choosing, likely between 50 and 60 games. So they give the players' union like a week to.
Logan?
Nothing. We're still good.
Okay. Yeah, well, we'll see. I feel like there's gonna be some kind of controversy, but Oh well. So you don't listen to these other albums?
No,
Okay. Well,
we don't need to talk about them. They're not big.
all right, let's get in the movie then.
You Should Have Left,
Should have left.
starring Kevin Bacon and Amanda Seyfried.
Yep.
What'd we think? Psychological thriller.
Yeah, it was trippy as fuck.
I wasn't really impressed with it, honestly.
Really?
The acting was kind of shitty. in my
Oh yeah,
opinion.
100%.
Like it was. There
Don't
was.
know why Kevin Bacon was in this movie.
Because he's not doing anything else.
It's true.
What else is he doing
Right.
besides looking creepy?
Yeah,
It really wasn't that thrilling to me.
really. I was hooked from the second it started.
I was interested. Like
I mean, I was interested, but like it just kind of drug on until like the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And
it was just trippy to me. It was trippy. It made me uncomfortable a couple times because of like
Yeah.
claustrophobia and like the stair climbing stuff. But I'll be honest, like I knew he did it. Like I knew he actually killed him from the second when they first did the scene of his journal with writing in it, and it said like when will this end or something like that. I was like, yeah, he's dealing with guilt. He killed her, 100%.
Oh yeah,
I knew he killed her like that. Like right when I saw that, I was like, because I didn't really know what happened, and then when I
Oh
What?
yeah. When
and then I saw that notes, and then she said what happened. I was like, oh yeah, he definitely killed her. Because I was thought back to it was like, when will this end? I was like, yeah, he's dealing with guilt. That's what
that,
the movie's
and I
about.
was just thinking, why would they have brought that up? You know, at the very beginning, like, oh, he recognizes me. She's like, oh, some people think you're dangerous. I was like, so he obviously did it. Like,
yeah.
like they wouldn't bring it up if he didn't do it, and he wouldn't keep having these flashbacks towards her
Exactly.
or those visions
Yeah,
of
it's
her in the
guilt.
tub,
yeah.
which were kind of creepy at one point. Like
was
when the
a little
little
creepy.
girl like walks in, and the girl, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But I thought it was entertaining. I mean, I
Yeah.
went back and I re-rated it to 3 out of 5. It was a fine thriller, but
Yeah.
you'll never watch it again. Probably not worth the $20.
No.
Which is getting annoying about
Dude,
these.
it's getting annoying fast.
What you got to think is like all these movies that are actually coming out on video on demand are the ones that wouldn't have made a big box office return. So they're forcing people to pay this $20.
Baby.
I wonder how much it made. I should have looked that up before. I'm not doing it now.
It was all right. Yeah, I mean, there was a couple scenes where I was like a little like ooh, like a little creeped out because it's like
Why
like,
were?
well, when he
Just-
went down into the basement and he was like having that conversation with the devil.
Yeah.
yeah, that was a little weird. And like just like
Was that who that was?
yeah,
It was
the
supposed to be
devil.
Satan.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a tower eventually at first or whatever, but
Yeah, because he said I keep rebuilding,
yeah.
and then all the pictures of the people that he has trapped down there
Yeah.
started popping up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
It kind of reminded me of it reminded me of the new Amityville Horror with Ryan Reynolds in it. Do you remember that one?
Did you see it?
Right, the new Amity Horror?
Yeah. Did you watch that?
It came out a while ago.
Oh no, I never saw that one.
Oh, that one actually, for the longest time as a kid, that was my most feared horror movie.
Oh wow.
It freaked me out, but it was the same kind of thing. Like he goes under the house and there's like chambers and stuff under there.
That was Chucky for me. I saw it at a very young age, and I was terrified.
It's Amityville for me, yeah. But yeah,
But-
it was alright. Decent. If you have $20 laying around, you don't give a fuck about, watch it.
If you got $20 laying around that you don't care about, yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
3 out of 5s all around, I think.
Well, I guess
So-
that's it.
That might be it for episode 125. Hopefully, you heard what you. Well, great conversation surrounding the top 10 companies.
Hell yeah.
That was the bulk of this episode. That's pretty funny. Zach McConnell, Pearson, P Killer 56, Logan Lewis 96, as we said at the top. Follow us, rate and review. Subscribe on YouTube, but you probably already are if you're watching. I'll have Benji tune us out.
Tune us out, Ben.
We'll see you guys tomorrow for.
Him tomorrow, not
You'll
us.
see me tomorrow for Binging Batch.
Which is apparently the most popular fucking show on here. I guess we suck.
I guess we're just subpar over here. But
For real though, like the amount of people that watch the Bachelor stuff, it's ridiculous.
it's stupid.
It's absolutely stupid.
Makes no sense. Bye.
Exactly.
Not the episodes, but
Yeah,
the TV show.
Yeah, the TV show, but
The TV show, maybe.
fucking brainwashed people, man. You're brainwashing our society.